This presentation gives an overview of the four main parts of the ZeroMD website. The core building block of the ZeroMD website is a medical reference that can be edited similar to Wikipedia. But instead of just having static pages, all the entries contribute to a web of information. This last bit really sets ZeroMD apart, so let's give an example of what this means. Most reference websites have a bunch of text on a page for every entry. You can search the reference for certain words, and you'll get back a list of pages that have those words. You cannot search for diseases based on symptoms. The only thing you can do is search for words and read all the pages, because their system doesn't know about anything else. In the ZeroMD reference, you don't just add text to an entry to say X is a symptom for Y. Instead, you add a relationship that joins the two entries and identifies X as a symptom for Y. This kind of relationship is what allows you to search for conditions with a particular symptom, compare differences between conditions, and help narrow possible diagnosis options. The second main part of the ZeroMD website is the discussion board. The discussion board is a question and answer board that has two purposes. The first is to be a reusable collection of questions and answers for healthcare professionals. The second is to encourage updates and allow collaboration on editing the core reference. As a side note, questions and answers can be voted up, and the most useful questions are shown first along with related entries in the reference. The third piece to the ZeroMD website is applications. A large part of the reason this website was started was to create a diagnostic aid. The Diagnose tool uses the core reference data to find conditions for a particular symptom, and it also showcases what can be done with more powerful queries when it cross-references conditions and asks if the next most influential symptom is present. The questions asked by the Diagnose tool are dynamically generated and make up a sort of guided diagnosis. In the beginning, the Diagnose tool will be running on sparse data, but as members refine and add to the reference, it will become increasingly robust and useful. Other tools and improvements will be added as we get feedback from our users. This brings us to the fourth and last main part of the ZeroMD website, FOAM. FOAM stands for Free Open Access Medical Education. FOAM is basically a movement by some members of the healthcare community to make educational material available and share it through social media outlets. There are three reasons that ZeroMD is incorporating FOAM on its website. The first is because we want to help spread the positive impact FOAM is making. Right now, ZeroMD collects FOAM material, assigns categories, and allows users to rate it. Hopefully this will draw in new participants from different specialties, as it makes it easier to get FOAM content that interests them. The second reason for including FOAM on the ZeroMD website is that, much like the discussion board, FOAM content might encourage updates to the core reference. And the third reason FOAM is included is because the social aspect of FOAM will hopefully encourage the use of available tools and resources. In summary, ZeroMD combines a reference, discussion board, tools, and FOAM into a new kind of reference driven by user contributions. In the next video, I'll briefly tell you why these features were combined and some of the challenges in healthcare that prompted this new solution. Thanks for listening. Your feedback is welcome.